everyone, and Merry Christmas Eve. I'm here with my cat Phoenix today. He doesn't really want to be with me or like right now on camera, although he will do some exploring around now apparently. Yeah, I'm back like quite a bit earlier than I expected, only 2 short weeks since I last saw you, but I actually already started my Project 52, which I'm really excited about. I thought I would hold off until starting either today actually or on the 31st. Whoa, bye catty, come. On the 31st, but I already decided to start last week, so I'll just put the cat away. Last week, so I've already finished my first full week of Project 52. Very excited. So what am I gonna do in this video? I'm gonna show you everything I worked on in the first week after I left off with my last video, and then everything I worked on in the first week of Project 52. So you may remember that I said in my last video that I wanted to go for my 18th finish of 2018, and I was working on a rather big piece, and I wanted this to be my focus for my 18th finish. Yeah, I was seeing that this was probably not going to happen. This big piece was not going to get finished before the end of the year, and I really wanted to have something small that I could just finish off and count as a finish, so to say. So instead I started a project and I finished it in one day. And you may or may not see this in the background. Here's my Christmas tree. So you can tell there and there and there and there are Mill Hill ornaments that I made myself. And right there is the 18th finish of 2018. And I'll actually grab it off the tree real quick. So, this is Sapphire Crystal. Did I say this right? I'm checking my notes real quick. Yeah, Sapphire Crystal by Mill Hill. And like I said, I started and finished this in one day. Albeit like a little late in the evening. Technically it was the next day, but I finished it. So, I really like this. This is mostly beading and a lot of bugle beads. Very nice. Little charm on the bottom. And also like about these kits is, oh wait, there's the camera. Don't know if you can tell, but this is actually, let me put a paper. These are actually beads, which I really like. Something different. Normally I finish my ornaments like this with the ribbon, with the leftover DMC threads, and I roll them around and create a ribbon like this. But this time I decided to follow the recommendation and make a beaded string. I'm gonna actually put it right back because it looks very nice. I don't have a complete cross-stitch tree yet. I don't have enough ornaments for this yet, but slowly but surely coming there. And I finished this off on the back with a blue felt. I was thinking, should I do white? But yeah, I think the blue really matches good with the bugles on the front. Really happy with this. So this was the finish, my 18th finish of 2018, so I met that goal. So really proud of this. Yeah, where do I continue? First of all, I want to explain a little bit how I do my stitchy purposes. I've been doing Stitch from Stash since March 2018, so March of this year, which means I do my own version in the sense that I am not part of the Facebook group, but I decided for my own that I stitched, or like that I was spending too much and stitching too little relative to each other. So I decided to give myself €25 for the first month of March, which I gave myself, and then every subsequent month I only allowed myself €10. And this has been working very good for me. I give myself credit for when I finish projects, and since then I didn't overspend once. So I'm very happy with how this is going. Even 10 euros seems a little, like, not a lot, which it isn't. I've been finishing enough projects over the year, big and small, that I could afford or could buy myself new supplies, so to say. Right now, I write all of my budget-related finishes down. Right now, gave myself a 2 euro credit for the Mill Hill because they're just so small. And right now I'm at 15 euro and 76 cents. So not a lot because I did quite a lot of spending when I was in America. 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago. Late November I was there. So this is why you won't be seeing a lot of haul in my videos unless I have been finishing a lot, and then I will buy new supplies as I need them, or if I just spot something nice. I got my eye on some things, but I just want to leave that for now since I only have the 15 euro to spend. So for now, it's gonna be quiet in the haul department for a little bit. But who knows, since I start this Project 52 now, there might be some more finishes in the future. Anyway, back to Project 52. My first full week started a week ago on what day was this? The Monday. So today is the 24th, which would have been the 17th of December, Monday the 17th. I started on Monday with my start number 1, which I showed you in my last video, which was, gotta see where I put this now. Oh, here. Which was Belle's Ornament by Dimensions. And I work on this Monday to Thursday. And since this is a kit, everything came with it. And sorry for the hanging thread. Don't know where to put this, but yeah. This is how much I got done in this last week, so 4 days. Yeah, quite a lot. I always start in the middle, so I started with actually this bell. This is in the middle. Yeah, kitty, stop walking in front of the camera, please. Now that I put him up here, he finds this very interesting. I started in the middle. I did the underside of the 2 bells, started on the ribbons, and this is all half cross stitch for the background for this whole banner, which I'm now filling in with the last color, which is hanging here on the back. I had hoped to spend a little bit more time on it, but unfortunately, it was a busy week with work. So on Monday to Thursday, I actually did really well with this, and I'm very happy with the progress. Already started to do some of the background here, and yeah, really happy how it is coming together. And then on Friday and Saturday, I work on an old whip. The whips that I showed you, my whip parade in episode 1, those are going to be the whips I'll be working on. And I allocated 2 days a week to these, so every time I will grab the same whip over and over until I finish that particular whip, and then continue to the next one for my whip parade. Hopefully finishing some of them. I know it's not realistic to assume that I can finish all of them, but I will try for a couple finishes, especially because they're mostly older and larger pieces. I know that it's gonna take me quite some time, especially only working 2 days a week on them. And I decided to instantly make my Mythical Creatures calendar, which was the 2018 stitch along from Clouts Factory, my focus project for this for these 2 days, because I told you before that this was going to be my focus piece anyway until the end of the year. I had now decided to make this my instant focus piece. When you last saw it, I had just started the A, and this is where I am now. So since then, I worked on it a little bit last week before, and then I finished the A, which is Anku. Go a little bit closer. The A. And I finished B. There's some random white stripes here because I'm missing one color of DMC that I still have to buy. So I have to go back in and finish this tree here. And then in the 2 days that I worked on it this week, I finished, what did this say? What is this called? Curupira. I finished this entirely. So it took me 2 days to finish this. And I started on the next block, which is the D, and I finished the D. I had very little time on Saturday this week, so this is why there's less progress than I had hoped for, but I'm really happy that I got to finish the C. So now I'm going to work on, next time it comes out, on the Friday and the Saturday this week, I'm going to work on the D and hopefully get to the E so that I have finished the first 2 rows except for this little tree, and I can continue on the 3rd row. So yeah, very happy with my progress here. I knew that it was not going to happen in 2018, but I really hope for January 2019 finish. And this is done on 32 count Lugana on a 18 by 27 inch piece of Picture This Plus Twilight. So this is the 3rd project I worked on after the bells, the snowflake, and this then. Another project I mentioned in my last video was my, I don't know if I'm going to finish this project in the time that I'm alive project, which is the super-sized Max Color A Stitch in Time by Amy Stewart from Heaven and Earth Designs. I absolutely adore this piece, although I am not sure if I actually want to do the version now that I think about it with the very big A Stitch in Time in the middle, because there is a version of this that doesn't have this, that has just the normal shelves going through without the A Stitch in Time. But I figure that the top row that I'm stitching on now are going to be identical from the 2 of them, because I'm pretty sure this is just the half of the pink row, the top row. So I am going to decide this when I get to this part, if I'm going to do this one or if I'm going to buy the other pattern and then continue on with that pattern, because I figure they're going to be the same as long as I don't change right through the middle of the row. So I'm gonna decide later, but anyway, I said that I was gonna do about 20 stitches a day to get some progress on this, and very excitingly, I got a comment on my last video from Stitching Is My Happy Place, which is Marie. She is on Instagram. She doesn't have a Flosstube video, but I believe her Instagram handle is Stitching Is My Happy Place. And she actually started it too. She posted a picture on her Instagram with the very first stitch and mentioned me, which was very cool. And we're gonna do a little bit of a casual stitch along, I guess. I'm gonna check in with her progress on Instagram, and I will obviously show my progress here. And I think I will contact her to see what we're gonna really do about this. But it's excited that I sort of pushed someone, or gave that little push to finally start it. I know that it's hard to envision finishing this, but someday, right? So yeah, 20 stitches a day. I do a weird combination of parking and cross-country stitching. I really don't know what exactly you could call it, but I'm going with it for now. I actually sort of started working on it for one night, doing the 20 stitches, and then when I looked on the clock, it was 6 hours later, and it was 4 o'clock in the morning, and I had worked on it for a very long time, and there wasn't even so much progress. But I will insert a picture of what it looked last time, and this is how it looks now. So yeah, blob of colors. I cannot really tell at all what it's gonna be. So I figure this is gonna be a flower, but this is as far as I can tell what it's gonna be. I'm not sure if this is because of the fabric I picked. I'm pretty sure this is a 25 count even weave. I don't know if the holes are just a little bit too big or that I stretch it too far right now. I don't know. I'm also missing a couple colors. I'm sorry if you hear this hair blower in the background. This is actually my boyfriend blow drying his hair, so I hope you don't hear this too much. So yeah, I'm missing a couple colors that I actually don't have in my stash, which I'm gonna buy when I get enough credit for a normal order at one of the stitching stores that I normally order at. But yeah, very happy with the progress. And yeah, I'm gonna just fill this in. This is the first 30 stitches down and the full page across from the pattern, and I'm just gonna fill this in with the colors I do have and then go down until I come to the end of the page. So I am gonna work on this a little bit more this week, so I hope to have at least some more done next week. And then what more do I want to tell you? Okay, so I told you about Friday and Saturday, and then on Sunday, yesterday, I also worked on the bells ornament. But yeah, since you already saw it before, this is progress from Monday to Thursday and then Sunday, because this is how it's going to go for the coming week. On Monday to Thursday, I will work on my new start. On Friday and Saturday, I will work on my whip. And on the Sunday, I will work on the first start that I started this year, which was the bells, until it's finished. And then I will continue with start number 2 until it's finished, in the hope that I don't let all of my new starts snow under and give other ones priority, because I like them all, because I picked these recently and I want to finish them as fast as possible. So I'll be working on the bells again next week Sunday, or coming Sunday, until I finish this. I should definitely have more time this week on the Sunday. Yesterday was a crazy day. It was I worked on the Christmas market here in Cologne, one of the Christmas markets here in Cologne, this past month, and yesterday was the last day. And I started at 11:30, so I did not really have so much time to stitch before I left. And I came home at 2:15 last night. The days are long. The days are from 11:30 until 9:30 with just opening times, working in one of the huts. And then cleaning, we were done with cleaning at 11. And then obviously, since it was the last night and everything's closing, we had some, what we call a Feierabendbier, which is like the end of the day beer. All like enjoying that it's Christmas now, that today is Christmas Eve, and that we're finally off. We made our money, and that we can now enjoy time with our families, which I'm very excited about. But yeah, it's fun to work on a Christmas market, but it's also very exhausting, and you miss a lot of Christmas. But yeah, this is gonna come now. This week is gonna be full on Christmas. I'm doing 5 days, basically. Okay, 4 days. Today it's gonna be Christmas Eve, which is traditionally in Germany the most important part of Christmas. We will unwrap gifts tonight, actually, with my boyfriend's parents. We're going to his place in about half an hour after I finish this video, probably. Then tomorrow we will be spending Christmas with his family, and then tomorrow evening we'll be taking a train to Holland, where we're going to go to my dad, where we're going to be spending Christmas on Wednesday. Do I say this correct? Yeah, Wednesday. And then Thursday morning, I'm going to go with my sisters and my boyfriend to my mother's house, where we're going to do Christmas with my mother and her boyfriend. And then on Friday, my grandmother has her 82nd birthday. So it's going to be a very busy week for me, but it's going to be exciting because I did not see my family at all in this entire month, except for my sister when she came to visit. So very exciting. So the last thing I'm going to show you, I guess, before I leave is my start that I'm going to be starting later today. I didn't start yet because I've been packing my stuff to take for the next 5 days. This seems totally weird that I'm going to start this today, but I don't care. Inspired by the Stitch Mania sales, I picked this out And this is the Prairie Schooler book 201, Bump in the Night. And yes, it is a Halloween pattern. And I'm really excited to stitch this because this is going to be so nice just with the two colors. So yeah, this is the final pattern I'm going to be working on, or the final pattern, the second start that I'm going to be doing this week. And I guess this was, oh yeah, I'll show you what I'm going to do it on. This is, I don't know, this is a scrap piece of fabric, which is a 28 count. I'm going to do it over 2. So I'm just going to be 14 count. And it's like an ecru color, beigey ecru. So very simple, just with the recommended colors, which isn't actually black. It is 3371 DMC. So yeah, starting this today. So now that I started with my Project 52, you're going to see me on a weekly basis, hopefully. So I'm going to work on my projects this week in the way I told them to you, and I'm going to see you again next week Monday. And I feel that there's some pressure on me because someone started rinsing the dishes in the kitchen. So Merry Christmas everyone, and until next week, bye!